So I was asked to be a peer reviewer for some engineers on my team during the performance review season. So I go take a look at the performance packet of engineer A, and they had worked on a certain project, and you specify your own role on the project, so that they said they were a tech lead. And they contributed by leading other engineer B, they launched, impact, and so on. Now engineer B is on the same team as well, and they asked for my peer feedback too. And you know where this is going. So I take a look at their performance packet for the same project. Their role, according to them, is also a tech lead, and they led the other engineer A. Now, this is kind of funny, but you wouldn't be surprised to know that this happens quite some. So the truth of the matter is that everyone wants to be a tech lead. It's an important role. It comes with responsibilities, but it comes with authority and influence. And who wouldn't want that, right? Like, you work with people, you get the recognition you deserve. And, I was there too a few years ago. But the thing you need to realize is that there are very few tech companies that explicitly define the role of tech lead. You're probably a senior software engineer or a staff engineer, and across the tech industry, there is no specific role called tech lead. It's more of an implicit role that you get assigned, as you become senior in your organization, as you start taking on more responsibilities. The one thing which I really would have loved when I, was starting to take this type of role is for someone to kind of define what it even means, right? Like, there's nowhere it's written down what are the roles and responsibilities of the tech leads. And, most advice, is kind of vague. They'll tell you, yeah, do this, do that. So this course is going to help you out, not only become a tech lead, but if you are a tech lead, how you can excel at being one. So before we get into the course, let me talk a little bit about myself and why this course is being taught by me. I'm Lalit, and as I said, I want to demystify the tech lead role for you. That's my goal today. And I want to empower you with lifelong leadership advice. And this is based on actual battle tested and, core experiences that I had through my growth. These are also some of the things I hope that, I had learned from others' experience, but there's nothing like learning something with your own first-hand experience. So I started at Google around 7 years ago. I have built products that were used by billions of users. First, I was part of the core payments backend team for Google Pay in India, where I came in as a college graduate with no practical software engineering expertise. And from there started my journey of learning what's the difference between being a programmer and a software engineer. And programmer codes, but a software engineer builds, and a software engineer works with other people, knows how to make trade-offs, knows various technologies, makes that simple code useful for the society. And I'm so grateful for that experience, because that's when I truly learned so many basics that made me a really good technical engineer before I started getting into tech lead roles. Then I moved to YouTube headquarters in a Bay Area, where I work for a team that produces a lot of non-advertisement revenue for YouTube. And this is where we build billions of dollars of revenue for YouTube. So I've built robust systems with help from some very talented engineers that I could lead, delivering projects under very tight timelines, but at the same time maintaining the quality. Now, one thing that I'm really proud of is, as I was doing all this, building these products and generating a lot of revenue for YouTube, one, I was impacting creators by boosting creator economy, and being able to see that as a creator myself, that was very satisfying. The second thing is, during this process, I have personally coached and mentored software engineers that are now playing the role of a TL themselves. They grew they started as fresh graduates themselves, and now they are playing a bigger role in the same organization that I am in. And personally, for myself, in that organization, I'm an area tech lead, meaning I lead one of the bigger pillars, which has around 45 engineer staff to it. So I'm operating at a different scale now because I have these very talented TLs that I have built from ground up myself. Of course, they're very talented themselves. I'm glad to be part of their journey. So with my TL experience, like I've been some type of TL for last 5 years or so. First, you start with self-leadership, then you start leading 2 or 3 people, then you get a team of 5 engineers to lead, then you lead a project with 20 engineers, and then eventually you become an area TL and so on. So with that, let's go on into the next topic.